Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Making Dough Show, where we're obsessed about helping you make dough and the restaurant business. If this is your first time, consider subscribing. If you're in the restaurant industry, would love to stay connected with you. My name is Hingham, and my husband and I own a couple restaurants in the San Antonio area, and today is like a Text Them Thursday episode where we talk about text message marketing. It's one of the things that we've done for our restaurants in the past 5+ years, and we for our restaurant have sent over 1 million texts. We send a text message every single week religiously, and it's been so successful for us. In fact, we've been able to over triple our sales in the last 5 years. And so that's what we do. And as well, I help other restaurant owners with their text message marketing today. And if you want more information, I'd be happy to help you with that. But today I want to answer a question that came from John from North Carolina. And he was asking me, how can he make a text message marketing work for him in terms of the promotions. And I wanted to talk to you today a little bit about that and how to make a promotion a success. What are some of the factors that you need to consider when you're crafting a promotion for it to be successful, for it to, I don't know, is it flip or flop? I don't know if that's the word for it. I really don't know. But so I wanted to first talk about this, is that a lot of times people ask, hey, does email marketing work? Does Facebook ads work? Does text message marketing work? And that is not the right approach. And the reason for that is, if I had a knife here and I were to tell you, hey, this is a knife from a Michelin star chef, and if you were to use that same knife, they're not going to give Michelin stars to your restaurant as much as you like it. In other words, part of the success is the tool, like the knife, and the other side is the strategy with which you use a tool, right? Which are the recipes. So if you use a good tool, but you're not using the right strategy or the right recipe, you're not going to see the success that you want to see, like a Michelin star restaurant. Does that make sense? So I wanted to tell you that. So text message marketing does work, and there are ways to make it a success. There are recipes, there are little tricks and stuff. And again, as I mentioned, I've been fortunate to be using this tool for over 5 years and tracking results and looking at the numbers every week for our restaurants. And so I'm able to provide that wisdom to any restaurant owner who needs, so they can go and make some dough. So let's talk about, I want to give you some practical tips. A lot of times in this business, our restaurant, we don't realize that we are in sales. And if you actually get sales training out there, there's people who are in the insurance business, people who are in the car sales business, their actual sales training that they study different things, such as the words they use, body language. There's a lot of those trainings out there, which I strongly recommend you, if you're the leader in your restaurant, if you're a manager, if you're the owner, you need to get some sales training. And if you know that, as well, some of your servers, they need to get some training when it comes to that. And obviously, anytime you craft a marketing thing, whether it's a social media post or a text message, the words you use and how you sell is incredibly important. Food is not objective, because otherwise McDonald's would not be that successful considering the quality of their food. No offense to our good friends at McDonald's, but food is subjective. So you need to be, it's about feelings. So words need to create feeling in a customer and generate a craving for your food, for them to go take action and order online or pick up the phone and call your restaurant. So part of that we do with imagery, which is with your social media. You have a great opportunity to do videos and photos, and hopefully you're taking good advantage of that. But for example, with text message marketing, all you have is words, right? So you need to use some of that good words that are going to create that craving. So, and that's incredibly important. The second thing is time of the day. People see your promotion. So even if you do a promotion on social media, for example, or your email, and they see it at 9 a.m., by 11 a.m. they've forgotten all about it. Do you know what I'm saying? Because people are busy. They already have got a lot of stuff going on. And if they see your promotion at, I don't know, how, time of the day that they're not hungry, because as we mentioned, this is a subjective matter. When they're not hungry, they don't need you right now. They're not thinking about food. They're thinking about others. So some of us think about food all the time. Right? Not everybody's like that. I get weird people, right? So that is incredibly important, the way you time your promotions. I always send my emails at 3 p.m. when I send it, because I'm assuming hopefully between 3 to 5 p.m. and especially on Friday nights, that's when we send our emails. Hopefully they see my email, but I can't really guarantee it because they may have already gone home for the day, or they shut down their stuff and they're not checking their email. Some folks don't do that, right? The other thing, the beauty with the text message marketing is that, again, statistically, people see their text within 5 minutes of receiving it. The minute your phone dings, you yourself probably do that. I do that all the time. I check my phone pretty much within a minute. I mean, a lot of time immediately. Let's be real. The phone is, right there wherever you're at, so you just check it. So that's the beauty of a text message. So we, for our restaurants, have always scheduled a text message on Friday at 4 p.m. because right on the text, there is the phone number. They can just click on the phone number and place the order immediately just with one click. They see the text. They're already hungry. It is a Friday night. They want to go out. They're tired of a long week that they had. So that is what you want to take advantage of. Time of the day is going to make it or break it. It doesn't matter what your promotion is. If it's not the good timing, timing is everything, as people say. Next thing is the pricing. It is really important for you to price your whatever your promotion is in a way that you as the business owner wins, as well as the customer perceives that they're winning. So let's talk about it. One of the things that is incredibly important to think about is that the perceived value, if it is higher than the price, the customer will pay. So when you package things, for example, I'm working with some restaurants that sell individual, like for example, it's a fine dining restaurant, right? So if they were to promote and be like, hey, our kebab, for example, our kebab and a drink for $10, me as a customer, I'm like, oh wow, that sounds good. I think kind of, what I mean? It's a little bit discounted, right? That's a good package. And I may take my family of 4 there, and we all order that, and we spend $40-50, right? It's going to move me to take action. Versus if they package it in a way that it says, hey, it is 4 kebab dishes and 4 drinks for $40. I'm thinking about, oh, do I want to spend $40 right now? Right? So you need to be, because at that time that a person is hungry and they're craving food, when you are hitting them with your offer, wonder how they're perceiving it. Because when I'm thinking about $10 per person, that's fair. I'm not thinking about 40. I'm thinking about the 10. Oh, that's pretty fair. Let's go there. Right? Versus when you lead with $40, I'm like, I don't want to spend $40 and I'm not sure, does that make sense? So be very careful about how you package and you present, because it's all about the perception that a customer has. So put yourself in your customer's shoes and again, see how you can serve them in a way that you're serving them, because this is still is $10 a person, right? And you want to make sure the business wins, because you don't want to just lead with discounts either. We've always done a lot of combos, right? For our restaurants, at least, whenever we do a weekly Feed the Family deal, which what we call it, Feed the Family deal. So a person can be like, oh, I can feed my family with this, right? So for us, we do like a 16-inch pizza and a breadsticks, or a 16-inch pizza and an order of cannoli. It's usually $18, $19. So a person to be like, oh, I can feed my family with less than $20, right? If you take your family right now to Chick-fil-A, it's not going to be $20. If you take them to Cheddar's, it's not going to be $20. For example, whatever restaurants you have. So mind how you package things, because that's incredibly going to affect how you have a successful promotion or not. And with that, I wanted to tell you, we have a free guide where I go over how to make 10 steps to making any restaurant promotion a success. I go over 10 different places that you can promote your promotions, because know that matters. The more exposure you get, the more eyeballs you get, the odds of success increases for whatever it is that you are selling. And I hope that this was helpful. John, especially, you asked me this question. I appreciate it. I want to hear your takeaway. What are some of the ways that you are trying to make your promotions a success? How are you up-leveling and taking it up a notch, whether it's your presentation, the timing, new tools you're trying to use? I would love to hear it. I am one email away at team@makingdoughshow.com, and I would love to hear from you. And be sure to subscribe not to miss a show on YouTube or on podcast, wherever you listen in or watch. And with that, let's get back to work and make some dough. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.